let's talk about independent film for a second, and how, like, back in the day, everybody wanted to get their stuff on Netflix. So Netflix, what they would do, or what they, I don't know what the business model is now, but they basically buy your film for however much it is. So filmmakers would, like, basically, you spend all this money on a movie, getting it made, and then they put it on Netflix for $2,000 or something like infinitesimally small, thinking that that was a win for them. So, and what it ended up doing was basically kind of killing a lot of independent filmmakers, because not because it was Netflix's fault, but it was the filmmakers' fault for saying, hey, yeah, we're gonna get our shit on Netflix, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna, people are gonna see it, and then we're gonna get, you know, all this exposure, blah blah blah, and then people can go see your shit for free. Pardon my language, maybe it's because I'm feeling things right now. They go see your stuff for free on Netflix, and the filmmaker doesn't make any money, and then they wonder how come their film didn't make any money. And then you can go directly, because you decided to do that. You decided to sell your film for like $2,000, $3,000, $1,500, whatever the case may be, to get it onto a Netflix, and then wonder why your film doesn't make any money. And that's the same thing with Amazon Prime. All these films, all these low budget films came out on Amazon Prime. When you put your movie on Prime, basically what that does is the filmmaker will get like 5 cents, maybe a penny per view of the movie. So now they don't do marketing for you, so you can like kind of surmise that if they don't do marketing for you, and you have like your Twitter following, or you're paying for ads or whatever for them to show your film, then that money's all coming out of your pocket, and then you're making 5 cents per view of your film. So if you have, I don't know, 10,000 followers, excuse me, if you have 10,000 followers on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, then let's just do this math right now. 10,000 times 5 cents. Let's say it's 5 cents. So I know this is a little bit of inside baseball for you know, for filmmaking and whatnot, but this is Kyle's Film Garage, so this is kind of part of the deal. It's part of what I do, so I hope this is interesting. Yeah, so if I was going to advise an independent filmmaker what to do, it would be the exact opposite of what I've been just describing, by putting things on Amazon Prime or Netflix for a low dollar deal, because what these things do is chops the legs out from under your film. So people will find themselves getting a regular job because of poor business decisions with their films. So I hope that I have made a little bit of sense with this and done some math, and you've all followed along with me. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do with Preacher 6. And so what's going to happen with Preacher 6 is we are going to release it on DVD, and it's going to be, I'm going to sign all the copies myself. So we'll release the film on DVD, and then we're going to have it for rental on Vimeo, and then eventually it will be for rental as well on Amazon Prime. So, but it's not going to be like the free streaming. It's like you see all these movies that have kind of gone back to rental on Amazon Prime. It's like not everything's free now, and that's the reason that everything is not free now, because it was killing filmmakers. So yeah, and so basically that's what we're gonna do, because I feel it is my responsibility as a filmmaker and a producer to try to pay investors back. So, and maybe I'm alone in this, you know, I don't know. But I know that like some films I've been involved with, you know, nobody's gotten a nickel. And it's because of these poor decisions. And I'm not mentioning any names, you know, here, but I definitely have been on the phone basically reading the riot act to a distributor here that did exactly that, that released the film on Prime first, and it killed it. And it's directly because of this unknown distributor's fault. So yeah, so if you can do it yourself, if you can distribute your thing yourself, you know, produce your DVDs, put it on Vimeo for rental, you know, and then if you want to put it on Amazon, make sure it's for rental. This is my advice. Take it or leave it. But yeah, so yeah, I wish all of you indie filmmakers and indie musicians and writers, and you know, it's a different world, and we got to figure out a way to move forward and still be creative. So hope this helps. So yeah, so where are we, Kyle? Well, we are at Fountain and Seward. This is a lovely street, Fountain, as I've been talking about business and completely ignoring where we actually are. But hey, you know what? You just never know what you're gonna get on these walks. Sometimes I'm gonna talk about, hey, and look at this apartment building. This apartment building is square and looks like not like this, which has got a wood fence and looks like it's got some creative stuff. So sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't do that. So, but you know, this is why we're here, for the unknown, right? Speaking of the unknown, it is unknown whether or not you have an I Love Indiefilm t-shirt. I would suggest it because it shows that you support independent film, and it also shows that you have taste in t-shirts. And you can find a link in the description below, or join the Patreon, Kyle Hester Actor Guy. That also helps, $3. Let's keep independent film alive. And I hope that my discussion earlier shows how important it is to support independent film and filmmakers. So yeah, so thanks for being here, and thank you for all of your support. I appreciate you all as we're on this walk on Fountain. Hello. And yeah, so we're coming up on Fountain and Cherokee. So lovely street. It's like the little street that kind of cuts through Hollywood when all the other major streets are full. People come onto Fountain and cut through the neighborhoods, and generally will get you there faster. Well, where are we, Kyle? As that little address was going to tell us, we are at 6637 Fountain Avenue, and this entrance is a little intimidating. Look at that. It's like it's all like steel. A steel entrance. Don't mess with my stuff. You cannot come in. You will have to call first. Throw the package over the fence. You know, I don't know. That was a little much. Kind of looks like a jail. But whatever. You know, I guess people want to feel safe, so they will build little jails for themselves to do that. Fair enough. Hey my friends, thank you so much for joining me on this epicness. And yeah, there's more to come, but this one is done. See you on the next video.